This video is going to be useful for setting the temperature and offsets for the Star Electronic GrillMax Pro Roller Grill. It will show you how to set your temperatures and your offset features to correctly match the roller temperatures and the internal temperature of the product with the display on the front of the grill. Some of the tools you're going to need for that purpose are going to be either a thermocouple type electronic thermometer. I've got a Fluke model, or a dial probe thermometer, which is really handy because you can actually put it in the hot dog and let it roll around on the grill, and that way you don't have to take the sneeze guard off or open it up every time to check the temperature. You can just monitor the temperature through the sneeze guard. The dial probe thermometer, though, you should take it and test it in a glass of ice water to ensure that it's reading 32 degrees before you decide that it's a good one to use. You also need a pencil and a sheet of paper. What we want to do first is we want to go ahead and put hot dogs on the grill, and we want to press the heat buttons to cook the hot dogs. So we're going to press heat on both sides. What it's going to do is it's going to ramp up to 180 degrees. Once it gets to 180 degrees, it will count down for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, then the hot dogs are done cooking, and it'll automatically go back to 150 degrees. If you look at the displays, you'll notice that the red dot is on in the lower right corner. That red dot indicates that the control board is calling for heat. If that red dot does not come on, then you know that it's not calling for heat. What I'm going to do is let the dogs go ahead and cook, and then we'll come back and we'll video some more. While the hot dogs are on the grill cooking, what we need to do is take the screwdriver, and we want to remove the Phillips screws from the side plate, and we want to check the positions of the temperature sensors. We want to make sure the temperature sensors are all the way up in the brackets. That will ensure that we're getting the correct temperature. It's the first thing you need to do before you attempt to change the offsets, because in shipping or handling, or if they move the grill around in the store, there's a good chance that the brackets could have come loose. So we want to pull that down. The brackets are located here for the front bracket and here for the rear bracket, and we want to make sure that those are pushed all the way up in the brackets. If they're up in the brackets, they're going to be equidistant, length sticking out of the bottom of the bracket. And then all you have to do is go ahead and close up the side cover, and you're done with checking the placement of the probes. Alright, so we're back here. I've got everything set. What I want to do now is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to check the temperature of the hot dogs. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that dial thermometer, I'm going to stick that in a hot dog, and I'm just going to let it sit on the grill and let it spin. I don't have what I've done is I've moved it back so that we can see the dial spinning and we can watch the temperature. What I'm going to do to save some time is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick this probe in one of the back hot dogs, and we can check the rear zone while we're checking the front. That's going to save us some time. So we want to put that in there. We want to let it settle out for a few seconds, and then we want to check the temperature. Okay, so what we've got here is I've checked the temperature. The temperature on the front hot dog in that zone is 158, and the temperature on the hot dog with the thermocouple type probe in it is 141. So what we do is we're going to have to do some simple math. Let's go ahead and pull the sheet out. Let me back this out a little bit. Okay, We have the front zone at a 150 set point and the rear zone at 150 set point. The actual on the front is 158. The actual in the rear is 141. So what we want to do is that's a difference of 8 in the front and 9 in the rear. When you set the offset, one number increase, it's not a temperature increase, one number increase or decrease is equal to about 2 degrees. So we want to divide that difference by 2. Okay, so what we're going to do is in the front, 8 divided by 2 is 4. And in the rear, 9 divided by 2 is 4.5, but we're going to call it 5 because it'll get us real close to being in the ballpark. Okay, the temperature setting in the offset is inverse, meaning that the higher you go, the cooler the rollers get, and the lower you go, the warmer the rollers get. Okay, so what we're going to do is in the front zone, we're going to have to increase the offset by 4. And in the rear zone, we're going to decrease the offset by 5 to raise it up to where we want it. So I'm going to go ahead and move around and show you how that's done. Okay, so we're back. I've got everything moved around. I've got the paper set there with our figures. Okay, so what we're going to do to change the offset. First thing, we turn the grill off. We push both up arrows down hard and hold them. While we hold them, we turn the grill back on. We get 2 numbers. Those numbers right now is 0 and -5. Remember, this is not a temperature, this is just a setting number. So like I said, what we want to do in the front is we want to cool it down, so we're going to go up 4. So we press the plus arrow, we go up 4. In the rear, we want to heat it up from 141 to 150. So we want to go down 5. So we're going to go down into the minus. We're going to go to -10. Okay. The important part about this offset is once you get done, then you press the heat button. The hold button, I'm sorry. Okay. What it's going to do is you see that the 150, it's too hot, so that's not flashing. It's actually got the heat turned off until it gets back to the right temperature. On the rear, since we have to go up in temperature, the heat light has come on and we're actually calling for heat in the back, and we're going to let it heat up. So we're going to wait about 15-20 minutes and we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to check the temperature, we're going to fine-tune it one more time. Okay, so the roller grill has stabilized now. I checked the temperature on the front zone and the actual temperature is 151. So we're right just about on the money. Its set point is 150 and we're right in there at 151. The back, however, has overheated a few degrees. It's up to 154. So what we want to do is we want to go into the offset and we want to fine-tune that. So we want to, with being 154, we want to take the offset and we want to increase the offset by 2 because 2 numbers is going to give us a 2-degree drop. So when we increase the offset, we want to turn the grill off again, hold both up arrows, turn the grill on. See, we're at -10. We want to increase it by 2, so we just press 1, 2, and then we press hold to save. Okay, so this should get us right into the ballpark, or really close to begin with, so that's about all there is for fine-tuning the offsets.